Cute.
Go, baby.
Cool. Hey, welcome to another episode of Smoke Shop and Chop. You know, hosted at the Affilion Cigar Lounge, man, in Crofton.
Yes,
when you come get a chance, you got to get by here, man. Come on by. We left the light on for you. As always, you got Big Q. You got. I know your name. I want you to do your own. That's Fats.
Darnelli.
And that's Sweetback.
Yeah.
That's Stanley. That's Big Poom. And this our man Chris. Just for a quick little heads up, everybody know the Facebook is jacked up. Fats put that out to the Facebook crew. Is that good enough?
And we went to YouTube Live.
So we on
You can
YouTube
view us
Live.
on YouTube Live, and the channel is Smoke Shop, the word and Chop, spaced out. It's Smoke Shop and Chop.
You realize, though, that if they can see this, they're already there.
My man. My man. Hey, listen.
See, that's Poomy's way.
My man.
You know, you ain't gotta fight all battles.
My man.
Sometimes you gotta let people just do their thing.
My man.
And Poomy's just not there yet. He's still at the point where he wants
be
to
him if he
embarrass
don't, man.
people.
My man.
It won't be him if he don't.
My man.
So
I have nothing to say that one, but my man.
normally we shout out drink like water. Hey, my man, drink like water. Hey, man, we need to get.
Send us a case of them things.
Send us a case of them things, man. We need to get you back on here, man, so we can get good advertisement. But we're gonna go ahead and open up with my man Chris. Is a brewmaster. And oh man, listen, if you a brewmaster,
This brewmaster
Chris is a
squad.
brewmaster. He
Yes,
brew his
sir.
own beers.
This brewmaster
And
squad.
to start it off, normally we would be drinking Heineken, but tonight we drinking Chris.
Hey, we drink to that. We drink to that.
So we're gonna let
Drinking
Chris
IPA.
tell us the profile about his beer.
This is a New England style IPA, hazy, very fruit forward on the nose. Should have lots of fruit, a little bit of bitterness, pretty smooth drinking. Get some hops, but
Got
there's
some
lots
kick
of
too.
flavor
Got some kick.
and lots of juice.
So you said the alcohol volume of beer is about what?
It's probably about between 7 and 8.
Oh, that's perfect.
Where we're sitting.
That's perfect.
Taste it.
Now I'm not a big IPA fan, but just because you said the word that I asked you about earlier, that you hazy, and I asked you what hazy meant, and you so tell them what hazy
Basically,
means.
hazy is unfiltered. You're not trying to get any of that like opaque color out of it. Most of the time, you're trying to get that out of beers.
Okay, the
This
what
one
color?
you leave it in the opaque. That
Okay.
opaque, just
Okay.
Clear.
Opaque.
Opaque.
Okay. Okay.
opaque.
If you
can't
if you
see
thought
through
if
it.
you thought hazy got him,
Opaque. Definitely got
so
it.
basically instead of having apple juice, you got apple cider.
My
much.
man. Pretty much.
Yeah,
This is a
yeah.
bad dude too.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna get into it. I think somebody mentioned the citrusy.
Citrusy.
Yeah.
Get some grapefruit, orange.
So I would prefer to let Fats take the conversation about beer only because out of all the people that I know, he drink more of it than anybody, and he got the belly to prove it. Not that you don't, Puma. However, I know that Fats was trying to do some brewing stuff with homebrewing himself.
Homebrewing.
And,
We've talked a little bit about that too.
Okay.
Oh, we're gonna definitely collaborate.
Okay, that's
Definitely.
what's up. That's what's up.
And
This ain't bad at
So
all.
what you think about it?
I like it.
wait till the back end. The back end is the kick.
Oh, we got some kick to it too.
I'm about to say, we're back here.
No,
It's pretty good.
You'll taste the
Good.
back end. You taste the back end?
Now, I'm not a
You
big.
feeling
Now tell me about the-
always taste the back
break
end.
that- Oh, I'm sorry. Let's get to the light
I
up.
like it.
My bad. I should have started with the light up, but that's all right.
It's all right.
We work our way around.
So,
Stanley.
Yes, sir. I'm smoking a.
Oh, okay.
I'm smoking a Punch Diablo.
I was about to be in my feelings because you know what I thought that was. I
No.
thought that was an LFD.
No, I
the
ain't-
vote. Okay, my
No,
man.
I wouldn't do
yeah,
that
I was
to
gonna
you.
feel a certain kind of way about that one.
Ecuador Sumatra wrapper, Honduras and Nicaraguan filler. I'm about to see what it's like. I never had one before, so my first time trying one. I'm gonna let y'all know later on how it is.
decent stick. Decent stick.
Shit.
Good
I
stick.
had one the other day.
Good
On your
stick.
phone.
Can you talk about the one you got now?
I got the Andalusian bull. Nothing else needs to be said. It is what it is.
It is what it is. If you don't know, you
I can't
don't
help it.
know.
If you
Exactly.
don't know, I can't.
Exactly. Hey, what's going on, man? Go ahead, Chris.
I'm on the aging room box press bin number 1. This is a G major. Tobaccos are Ecuadorian binder, and it's anywhere from 1998 to 2001. It's tobacco on this one.
Well, I'm smoking the Nigga Bovada T52. I actually traded this. Watch yourself, Chucky. What's going on, Chucky, baby? Now you can go ahead and walk through. Just don't trip over shit. Yeah. Try not to trip over nothing. But you gonna do what you do, Chucky.
As always.
But and I looked up the profiles on this because honestly, I don't taste any of the stuff that they say you're supposed to taste. I don't taste the coffee. I don't taste the nutty. But I do. So what does stick out to me for whatever reason, maybe it's just my palate, if it's something that's spicy or peppery. That definitely comes across, to me. But I haven't smoked it yet, so I'll tell you all about that later. But that's what I'm smoking. Linga Bovada P52 that I traded for an Andalusian Bull. Unfair trade, however, go ahead.
I got, I actually forgot what it's called. I took the wrapper off.
It's the Rojo, that's the Grand Habano
Yes,
Rojo?
I got it from a man last week.
Okay.
It's a different looking cigar because it's got the tobacco at the front, which I think is kind of cool. I was looking at him before he gave me one.
Gotcha.
I was kind of interested to see how it tastes, and yeah, man, I'm looking forward to getting into this. Yeah.
Let's do it, fat boy.
I have the Gurkha 18-year Cellar Reserve. Has a Rojo wrapper, Dominican binder and filler. So, hey, y'all know, if you don't know, I'm a huge Gurkha fan. So this is the first time I had this dog. So I'm gonna check it out and see and compare it to what the notes say it should taste like. But it's a medium stick, but it's full of flavor from what it says. So I'll let you know.
Don't you have something to say to Gurkha too?
Let me get a box of them things.
We will. I promise you, we'll get them.
Now, I'm going to tell you, the Gurkha, go ahead.
I tasted grapefruit. The orange is punchy, however, it's smooth and it's real good.
Thank you.
Definitely. It's a delicious New England IPA.
Kudos.
And hey, man, big things coming from
Well, you want to tell us what you're smoking since you're up there? You might as well tell us what you're smoking.
Oh, an Asylum Indigenous. Indoors, door wrap, doors filled. First time ever.
cheese.
So I'm interested to see how it actually turns out for me.
Okay. That's your first time smoking.
First time smoking.
And you say it's the indigenous? Insidious?
Deciduous Asylum.
Asylum. Okay, asylum. Asylum don't make a bad stick.
Make good stick. I like
Make a
it.
pretty good stick.
I can't even say that shit.
Yeah. I'm not even going to try to say that. I'll just say asylum.
Yeah.
I can say the hell out of asylum.
I can say it.
Send me a box of them things.
So they,
Deciduous.
I wasn't big on, I like that I think Gurkha had one called the Ghost.
oh yeah, he still got it. Good stick.
Ghost was a nice stick.
Good
By the way, this is full body. And my man L Boogie
Good
put
stick.
me on to that, was it the
Red Witch?
No, the cabinet something. The cabinet 101 cabinet, the Gurkha with the white wrapper, the cabinet 113 year, 112 year,
112.
112
I
year
think it's
cabinet
112,
select.
Yeah.
Nice smokes, them. You enjoy that. Go get that. But anyway, and moving on. Shout out to Ellis and his wife Pat. Patricia, I really appreciate that chili recipe, darling. I haven't got a chance to make it yet, but it is on my list. So I see somebody got, just so we can just get this on out the way.
Shout out to
Shout out to Martin's.
Shout out to Martin's. Hey Martins,
Case.
Bet salt
send us a box of these things. But best man salt and vinegar potato chips, man.
Yes,
we had a battle against the we was talking about the UTZ and the Martins. And did you have a chance to get you some?
I did.
What'd you think?
I think they bad as shit.
Okay.
I feel they're
Like better than us?
Yeah, they're very strong flavor, which I like.
I think they use malt vinegar.
Okay.
Because I get that malt vinegar on the back end of them shits.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's the difference between malt vinegar and
Regular vinegar.
So malt vinegar is stronger than regular vinegar. Like if you use
I don't use vinegar.
at all.
know
So then
you do.
that's no reason to have that conversation with somebody.
But I'm asking for the novice.
Let me get a box of them things.
Moving on.
I mean, Bobby's funny as hell. But yeah, but we gonna make, hey man, we just gotta make it do what it do.
They gonna have a
Right.
conversation. Definitely.
Make it do what it do. Yeah, we get on that later. So opening up,
There's a box of them tanks.
we went to cigars. We talked about the bid. Fats gave us right on the bid. What you think about the bid? Obviously, I don't have to ask you.
I really like
'cause you on your second glass.
I really like it.
Yeah. So, what's up with the dude
Need a glass?
with the $25 million college scheme?
Oh,
Yo,
man.
yeah.
Some of the teeth, the varsity blues, they call it.
Varsity Blues.
With the actors, what is the name?
Okay, so who knows what's going on? I just read it a little bit, so I didn't really get to.
That was gonna be.
It was a-
crazy.
That's gonna be. It can still be that's crazy. But let's just
was-
get understanding of it.
He was a college admissions consultant out of California. And he was like, it was crazy. He gave a tennis coach at Georgetown, the women's soccer coach at Georgetown, $400,000.
For what?
To so
Scholarships.
people would.
Buying scholarship.
It wasn't. They wasn't even scholarships.
Did he work at Georgetown? He just worked.
No, it was
No, he had
all.
relationships.
It was all over, man.
Yeah,
It's-
he had relationships with a lot of people.
So they were bribing admissions counselors, but with the sports, they had people like recruiting people that didn't even play competitive sports. So the soccer coach was recruiting people, and he goes to the admissions office and saying, you know what, I'm not gonna get this girl a scholarship, but I want her to be a preferred walk-on, so that they would get in school. He gave the tennis coach $2.7 million.
So basically, these people taking bribes to get these other people kids
In-
to get
in
these
the
kids
school.
in school.
But my thing is, that they have one dude that paid $6 million.
To
get his kid in
$6
school.
million to get his kid to Yale. And my thing is,
got $6 million.
if you got $6 million, send them motherfucker to USC and give them $5 million. Like,
Started right ball.
that's not of what you trying to get to Yale for. To give, but come on, I guess I just always have a problem with like that's just crazy.
You can't just buy your way into Yale?
Yeah, apparently it cost $6 million.
Well, no, but I mean, like, you can't just, like, pay for the
That's what goes
education.
on. It's been going on. It's just
Yeah,
coming
yeah.
to light now.
I'm about to
It's
say,
coming
this
to
been
light.
going for a
Yeah,
long
that's
time.
kind of the thing for Ivy League schools. Like, parents have
legacy,
money,
yeah.
their legacies. People
what I'm saying?
have wings made. They give
I'm
money
about
to
to say,
science
build me a
department.
library and
Yeah,
kid got
and that's how they get in.
Well, they say that's about. I did hear something about $6 million ain't gonna get that. You need about 40, 50 million to get that library built.
Right.
Oh, and
Before-
Yale.
Well, I mean, just
Anywhere.
period. Anywhere. They say
Well,
$6
it
million ain't gonna
depends.
get
It
your
depends.
name on no building.
You donate $6 million to guy you that you gonna get your name on the building.
No question.
You donate $6 million to Yale, they gonna put your name on the matchbook. Yale got billions in their endowment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You donate $6 million to Bowie State, they might change the name of the school to Darnelly State.
Hey, I might look into that. I like the sound of
You
that.
gotta get $6 million first.
Hey, you don't know what I got in this sock.
I know you ain't got $6
You
million.
don't know what I got in this sock.
Not in your sock. You might have $6 million, but you ain't got it in your sock.
Well, I'm into that nanotechnology.
Big ass socks.
So I shrunk.
Okay, there you
All
go.
All you
shrunk.
need is a diamond.
I shrunk it.
You can carry around a $6 million diamond.
Yeah, true.
That's true.
It ain't cash.
Now
God
what?
damn.
You wouldn't fetch, you wouldn't even
Now
think of no
what?
damn down.
How much?
Now what? I got some diamond earrings in my drawer.
$6 million?
I don't know what I think they about that.
I ain't never got him.
I think about that.
However, my wife thinks it's glass. I said whatever.
Well, that's usually what happens when you buy them at Lexington Market.
I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what Lexington Market is.
Tasco. You know what that is?
I do.
That whole nother conversation.
It's in Lexington.
Yeah. So hey, I'm not a huge news. I don't follow the news. So what's the big story about this guy that just got locked up today? What did he do?
Which guy?
The guy that got this.
Manitou.
Manafort?
Yeah, Manafort. What did he do? Well, what did he do?
That ain't new though. Manafort.
No, he got a
He just got
sentence today.
sentenced
He got
today.
He got
sentenced
sentenced.
today. I mean, for what? What is he? I don't follow him. They do what they want to
He
do.
did not follow this.
I mean, but it was everywhere. Everybody was talking about it. I'm like, okay, it
I
must
mean,
be
he
some
just did a lot.
substance
He
to this
worked for
shit.
Trump. I mean, he lied.
He's a part of the Trump collateral damage program.
Oh, so
Yeah, he's a
so,
lawyer.
so he could be part of that scheme. So he tried to lie to get.
No, he not could be. He is.
No, I'm talking about the bribery scheme.
Yeah.
Oh, so he part of that too?
No. Probably.
Like,
part of everything.
But hey,
But
man,
part of everything.
you facing charges. You don't want nobody add nothing to your goddamn to your situation.
Part of everything they got to do with Trump. Fuck it.
Oh, man.
But Donald Trump was like that though. His father paid for him to go to
No
prison.
question. No question.
I know that.
No question.
Yeah, I do know that.
Right?
Huh?
Yeah, he went.
You pay.
Yeah, you paid.
Yeah.
No collusion. No
I
collusion.
tell you what, you send my ass to Yale right now. I promise you, I'm gonna come out the same dude I went in as, because my eyes cross when I go to school, man.
You come out the same. You say you would come out the same.
Yeah, I
No
don't.
bodies.
I
White
mean,
bodies.
most people do, but it's just the influence that the connections that you make.
That you make.
And this was
That's it.
my problem with my son when he went to Penn State, and I'm just like, Slim, this kid didn't go to football games. This kid didn't do any kind of extracurricular.
Got a
nothing.
network.
And I'm like, my man, you go there to network. You go there to build relationships. You just don't go there and stay to yourself. You could have did that at Maryland. You got in-state tuition.
Be
You know
the
what I'm
next Bill
saying?
Gates or something.
Yeah, you
Michael Dale.
It's for a new experience.
Somebody.
So much stuff.
No question. No question.
It seems like everybody go to Maryland, wind up starting something. Google. Under Armour.
Yeah, true.
Listen, you
That's
know that
two
that
things,
mannequin.
A lot of students went
You
through
know.
there. I mean, it's
30,000 students.
I mean,
a year.
the
Yeah.
two alone, two alone is worth about.
And you know,
But it ain't easy getting,
and
and it ain't easy getting in Maryland even now. Don't sleep.
Yeah.
you know that mannequin.
Oprah. I've been trying to get that chick pregnant for years, man. She moved down.
Stab me
Too
with
late
Miami.
now. Man,
Stab me
Hey.
with
I ain't
Miami.
even gonna say how I feel about that.
You
Go
know,
ahead.
the Under Armour mannequin. That was a sculpture, a chisel, I guess, mannequin of his roommate. The guy.
Eric Bobby.
Yeah.
What's his name?
So he don't have to work for the rest of his goddamn life.
He was the first.
Bob.
Yeah,
He was the first dude.
I didn't know that.
Remember
It's
when-
an
I knew that.
oversized.
Under Armour had their first. Remember the Dawson dude? We must protect this
No,
house.
yeah,
That's
that's
him.
him. That's him.
Okay.
That's
Real
him.
sexy.
I remember when.
And that was his roommate.
I remember when
He got to work for the rest of his damn life.
That's
I
real
remember
sexy,
when he
man.
was selling Under Armour's out the trunk of his car.
Oh, you
He would
fancy.
come up to Howard
real
over the
sexy.
summertime. We was doing 707, and he was selling shirts for $10. Kevin Plank
Kevin Plank.
out the trunk of his car.
The same thing what you gonna did with Nike.
Yeah.
He was out the trunk of his car when he met Jordan.
No, he wasn't.
Phil Knight.
He was not. He was not out the trunk of his car when he got.
Well, he started out the
He
trunk of
was
his
not.
car.
He
Well, he
was
started out the trunk.
said my national anthem.
He started out the trunk.
Not when he met Jordan.
when they got Jordan,
Well,
they were
yeah.
a multi-million-dollar company.
All right, I fabricated stories.
I know.
I got fake
And
news.
it's
I got fake news.
2019, we are not going to allow you to just,
I got fake news.
just shoot lies out
I got
here for
fake
no
news.
reason.
You tell your story.
I got
I'll tell yours.
fake news.
Right there.
But my man said in the movie Couple Retreat, he said, I know my
Smoked
truth.
that the wrong way.
No, he not.
No, you're not.
That's the right way.
Okay, well, I'm lunching. This is beer, man. Hey, y'all listen.
All you got to do,
Drink right or bright and sleep tight.
and it costs absolutely nothing.
Hey, listen.
Man,
I think what it look. But anyway, he started on the trunk of his car. I'm going to tell you who else started on the trunk of his car.
Ludacris.
No.
Donnelly
No,
Jones,
man, my man
selling that
started
homebrew, like the old cups down in South.
Sweetback.
Yeah.
Too short.
I
Too
started
short.
Too short.
$1 million out the trunk, baby. Too short.
You say you started out the trunk.
Yeah, I started in my kitchen.
What's going on, man?
Selling ribs or
Yeah, straight out of my actual kitchen. I just decided one day that I was gonna try it, see if anybody showed up. Put it out on my social media that I was selling my barbecue, and I put a plywood sign in my front yard that said BBQ. I still got it.
Okay.
And I sold out 3 weekends in a row, and that's what incentivized me
Damn good.
to get a food truck from my mentor, Cameron True. Shout out, Bam Bam's Barbecue, Orem, Utah. my master sensei.
I know a lot of people that sold a lot of stuff out their trunk, man, that became successful too.
Oh man, how about that? I used to buy meat from a Bama out his trunk after a poker game.
Out the trunk? You needed that with his coolers on the back?
Yeah, he had coolers in the junk. It was ice in there. And I used to buy meat from a Bama out the side of the back of his trunk all the time after the poker game. Meat was good as shit too. Steak. Oh man, listen. Like that. I need to get that dude back on the house. What happened to him?
Get him a Bobby. Oh, I forgot y'all over there doing y'all damn.
So yeah.
He ran into a little problem.
He ran into a little problem. Okay.
He ran into a little problem.
So moving on. Where we at? Because Bobby B. So we're at 7:30 already. Let's go to the next cigar check-in. Where we at with the cigars?
My Diablo Punch. It's nice smoke so far. Good pull. Supposed to be a full body, but to me it's not a full body. It's a little, kind of like a sweet type flavor to it, with a little spice. But all in all, right now I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the cigar. Nice cigar. I would smoke it again. Sorry about that, y'all.
Oh, well. Couldn't find out, man. It's supposed to be a Maduro, so they have a little punch to it. It actually don't. It's kind of creamy. So it got a sweet taste to it. That's the hit. Getting off it. Pulling is burning well, as you can see. I mean, I'm interested to see how it gets as I get further down, but so far this Asylum is it's a pretty good cigar.
Where'd you get it from?
Actually, I got it
From a Phillion.
from Phillion.
They have it over?
Yeah, we got those here, right here.
Right in the humidor, left hand side of it.
Where all the asylums at?
Yeah.
I'm about to get grab it.
As soon as this is over, you can go down there and
I definitely will.
smoke shop in your chop.
Yeah, no question. Andalusian Bull is the Andalusian Bull. Good God, this is a great stick. That's all I got to say about that.
Aging rooms is working well. That box press is nice, rich.
You said aging.
Aging room, yeah.
I don't know why I thought you said that.
But yeah, smoking nice. Lots of smoke production. Lots of smoke production. But good, easy smoke. Yeah, just easy and smooth. Yeah.
Well, the T52, smoking real good. Full body cigar, even burn. Like I say, it's a little spicy, but I like that. It's supposed to be full body. And ain't no whole bunch to say about it. I mean, it's a T52. I love this shit. Now, some of the, just so, if you want to go ahead, I was going to give you some of the profile of it that they said. But this is a Ecuadorian. It's a Habano seed wrapper grown in Ecuador. But, which I really found out I wasn't a big fan of Ecuador wrapper cigar. But I thought I was more a fan of the Nicaragua. But I like this. I like this. This is probably I like the FSG over the, they're both made by Drew Estates, but over the Linger, but I thought I did, but I like this. This is good.
Yeah, I got that Corojo, number 5.
Rojo.
That Corojo.
Rojo.
Maduro. And man, it's got a really nice draw, easy to smoke. Honestly, I thought it'd be a little bit more pungent, like a really bold cigar just by the look of it. Mm-hmm. But man, it's a nice middle of the road, like really nice, burning great. I'm really enjoying it so far. Yeah.
This is
The Gurkha.
Of course. I like to wear nice pants. The flavor is outstanding, man. The taste is great.
Good looking cigar.
Yeah, I mean, it burns well. It's full of flavor, and like I say, that aged tobacco tastes good. I mean, got a little kick to it. Probably closer to full, maybe. It's not really a full body stick, but it's definitely, flavor throughout, taste throughout. And it's good smoke. Good smoke. I really enjoy it. Really enjoy it.
Again, shout out to Chris. Hey, Chris.
Oh.
This beer right here saying something, man.
Oh, thank you.
This brew is saying something.
Him and the drug.
I don't think it's much
Hey,
of that
Chris.
finish jug.
It's empty.
IPA saying something.
Chris is an all-around craftsman. Chris cares about whatever Chris invests his time in. Chris, like, puts his whole self. Like, he's one of them dudes that, like, I'll tell you firsthand, he cares about whatever he produces.
Okay.
You know, so I mean,
You can tell.
it was no surprise
tell.
to me how delicious this was.
No, it's good.
And I don't like IPAs. He'll tell you.
Listen,
I'm
I,
not an IPA
I'm
fan
over here
either, but I
feeling
really
good.
like
I
this.
can't
It's nice.
stand IPAs, but I like this.
Yeah.
You know, I like this.
Love
He'll
it.
tell you,
I feel good Belgian.
I stay away
I'm
from
good.
IPAs.
I love a good
but I can
Belgian.
drink that.
Yes, sir.
You can taste the hop, but it's not hoppy.
Belgian good.
Yeah.
Now you do
That Belgian a bad
the
Knock some socks, boy.
like those craft
Them boots,
beer
too.
Yeah, but this nice.
events.
I like actually compete.
Yeah.
No, I just do it for myself.
Now, do you go and sell them?
No, I don't sell anything.
You should consider.
Because you know that dude Mike, what's that? Mike Lemonade, not Mike Hard Lemonade.
Lemonade.
Hard Mike's Hard Lemonade, yeah.
You know he really made his. That's how he got his joint out there.
That's
just
why they all. That's how they all do it.
doing all these festivals.
Yeah, that's how they
That's
all
how a
do it.
lot of people do it.
Yeah.
That's how they all do it.
I go to a ton of beer places and do their limited releases. So I get a lot of my ideas from those places. Like I can produce something like that, but make it the way I want it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my whole thing about
It's
it.
recipes all over the.
So you don't want to try to ever try to
No,
sell it?
I never said that.
That's what I'm asking.
I mean, yeah, I'd love to be able to sell my beer. Like, no doubt.
Hey, don't change a thing, man.
I'm about to get that liquor license, so I'm gonna need something to go with that brisket.
No man, no question.
I'm gonna come see you.
No man.
It's good.
So what? So
Man,
how,
if
what's
people want
stopping?
something.
Nothing's really stopped me at the moment. Actually, I need more beers, I think.
Okay.
Like, more proven recipes.
Okay.
Before I can, you can't just go out with one beer. I have two solid beers. This one, my next batch will probably be my other one, which is it's an IPA, so it's Imperial Black. It's a very dark IPA. Has some sweetness to it. It's like 12%. It's super hot.
Oh yeah.
How much beer does one batch yield?
So I can produce 15 gallons at a time. At the moment, I was able to do 5 gallons at a time, but now I can do almost 15 gallons at a time. I just upped my system, so and it's becoming closer and closer to being automated, where I don't have to sit there. I still have to watch it, but I don't have to do all the steps. I have a control that controls circulation of it. It controls temperature, so I don't have to keep lighting my burner. It automatically kicks on and off during the process.
You had an automatic hop dropper.
No, hops are all on me, and I like it that way. Just I can control it. But there's hopping. Hopping doesn't happen until right at the. It doesn't happen until boil.
Right.
It can happen right before boil, right during boil, and after boil, and we dry hop this also. So while this was fermenting, 4 days afterwards, we started adding hops to it again for
How
certain
long is the
flavors.
process?
So normally I can get an IPA done in about a week and a half. But this one, I don't know if it's because I added 3 pounds of sugar to it or whatever. It literally fermented for almost 2 weeks. And I've never seen anything.
You got fast fermenter?
Yeah. Yep. I have 2 of them.
That's the best thing to have.
Yeah.
Now it's gonna be 30 days,
Yeah.
and they don't want
Yeah,
that.
well, it's not about the fermenter. It's about your yeast, how you
Right.
start your yeast. The yeast starter is key. Like you can buy a bag of yeast, and I'm sure you know because you said you just pitch it in. That's what almost everybody does who starts out. I started making these things called yeast starters. They've just made it really simple now. You go buy a can of the actual starter that you add the yeast to, and it looks kind of like a science experiment. Because you have a beaker, you pour your yeast starter in, which is just the lightest sugar or grain or malt you can get. So the yeast has something to eat on.
Right.
So you can start that yeast going and multiplying. And then I split it between the 2 batches, and it automatically kicks up. It starts bubbling almost immediately. So it speeds up the process a whole lot.
Let me ask you another quick question. The hops versus the
Whole hops versus
liquid.
pellets? Oh no, so you're thinking grain,
Grain,
all
grain versus
extract.
versus extract.
So everybody starts with extract. There's nothing wrong with extract.
Yeah, I mean,
People
I
produce
did
some really
it.
good stuff
Yeah,
off
like
extract, but I think it's when I get into something, I like the technical side of things. So if there's a process that's going to give me a better efficiency, which usually that's why you go to all grain, you get better efficiencies out of it. You get your yields are better. So I want all grain. You know, it's like people like to go to bottle. I hate bottles. I go straight to keg.
Cans is the best. Cans is
Bottles, I
fresher
think, are a
beer.
pain in the butt. You got to wash them all, sanitize them all. Like, and you're talking like 3 cases. You got to wash bottles, sanitize bottles. That's just a 5-gallon batch. I'm making all those. This was a 10-gallon batch. That's a lot of bottles.
Cans are fresher anyway. Tastes better.
Yeah, and literally,
It's a
I got
lot
2
better.
kegs. All I have to do is sanitize 2 things. You know, clean them out, sanitize them. It's easier, and then I can pour those off. At some point, I'll get myself a little can seamer, which all the breweries have now, so they can do like 16-ounce cans, 32-ounce cans. I just couldn't get anybody.
32-ounce cans?
Yeah. I'll bring one in sometime. I brought one at the store.
32-ounce cans, bring me a box of them things.
Next time I go to Richmond, I go to this place called The Answer.
When I saw the cooler, that's what I thought was in there. That's what I thought was. You can't bring a cooler.
Was it okay though that it was beer instead of?
No, beer was good.
I tell you
It's
what.
damn good, but I still got to make it up there so I can try your brisket.
Hey, we start doing this podcast around noon. I'll be able to bring some brisket, but other than that,
Which kind went up there told me, yeah, man, y'all was sold out by like. He said he was up there early. Y'all was sold out before 1 o'clock.
there've been a couple times, like say the local SWAT comes in
Yeah.
after a workout, and they each get a pound.
Okay.
And then I'm like, all right, well, guess that's gone.
Yeah.
You know.
So how many pounds do you cook a day?
So I try to limit it. I do to where percentage-wise, it's about equal with all the other meats.
Okay.
Because I don't really, because I don't make the greatest margins on my brisket.
Okay.
So the reason why my brisket is so good is because I am paying through the teeth for my product, and I actually get it cheaper than anybody else in the country.
Okay.
But right now, I get a big old brisket, and it costs me $150.
Gotcha.
Roughly.
Gotcha.
And then I chop about a third of it off.
Okay.
And then in the cooking process,
And you say you chop a third of it off. Explain it to me. You mean like
so
fat?
Well, fat, and then so me personally, one of the more important steps to cooking a brisket for everybody at home is the trim. So if you don't get your trim right, it ain't gonna turn out right. So if your fat's too thick in spots, like if you get a spot that you don't know the depth of the fat, like if you're not familiar with the brisket, a lot of people will be timid in cutting the fat just right. And if it's too thick, you get that gelatinous fat that you just don't want to eat.
Okay.
So it's got to be the proper thickness. So in the cooking process, it renders down. It turns that real nice yellow, buttery looking fat.
Gotcha.
And then you want that bark on top of that. So
Gotcha.
to get that bark and the fat and the protein, like it's an art.
Yeah.
So
sound like.
people at home, they get frustrated because they spend all that money on that brisket, and then it doesn't turn out like they thought it would. Now, everybody that comes to taste my brisket, they ask me how I do it. Man, I pretty much went to school for it.
Yeah.
Like I was saying earlier, like I did an apprenticeship under one of the best pit masters in the world, Cameron True. I actually went out to Utah in Orem, and I was fortunate enough for him to open the doors to me, and he let me work in a restaurant. And because I was calling him, he's a friend of mine. Like we were friends.
Okay.
And I was like, hey man, how to do this? Hey man, when do I do that? What temp do you do this? And he's like, you know what, man? Stop bothering me. Just come out to the restaurant. You'll touch 30 briskets a day.
Okay.
Figure it out.
Then you figure it out. Okay.
And yeah, he let me stay in his basement for 2 months. And I worked in his restaurant every single day. And man, it was rad. It was real rad. I learned a lot. And I was sweeping floors, running register, running the line, talking to customers, cleaning up the,
tables, whatever.
Yeah, I was busting tables. It was my first restaurant experience, and that's right. That's pretty much what hooked me. And because like I'm a people person, you know, I love being around people in general, and just
You a people person?
Steve, you know, I don't know about the drunk me, but
Oh, that guy definitely a people person.
He's definitely a people person.
I got friends.
no places.
Yeah, that's
I
cool.
guess I was wrong. I just don't belong. Man, I've been there before. Everything's all right. I'll just say goodnight and I'll show myself to the door.
That sounds like that night.
Yeah.
No, he couldn't make it to the door.
no,
He didn't know where the door was at.
He made it to the door.
I was trying to avoid the door.
He was trying to get back in the door.
He was fighting to get back in there.
No.
Call himself dodging.
Exactly. No.
The man told the Uber driver, he said, I'm not getting in there. It's all good though. So,
Good night.
oh yeah, it was fun, man.
Are we all going to the next one?
When is the next one? I thought it was over.
So I thought it was over too.
So
Yeah.
that second one happened already?
I thought it did.
Nah, I think it. Daniele.
We talking about hot tub limo, boy. Just checking them out.
Yeah, so Daniele said going out Sunday to see Hot Tub Limo.
Oh,
in
so
Canton.
Sunday in Canton.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's St. Patty's Day.
No sir.
That's
I don't mess around St. Patty's Day.
Amateur night.
It's all kind of stuff.
You know I've been
goes
on the door for a minute.
I mean, I like some amateur.
I knew it. I knew it was coming.
There you go, front row.
I'm gonna be the first one at that dumbass door with a kiss me out my Irish shirt.
No man.
You know?
You gonna dye your beard
Matter of
green?
fact,
Nah.
if I'm not mistaken, last year, I think me and him was at Hope's. Jay, did we go to Hope's last year for St. Patrick's? Wasn't that St. Patrick's Day? We was up there in Philly? Yeah. It was cool, man. But anyway, I'm sorry, go. Well, we went to the wrong way. We went to the Ashton Cigar Lounge. That's up there, up top. But we, the Hope's is next door. But the real one you want to go to is the one outside of Philly. That's the big Hope's.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
That's where Whiskey Blasphemy and all them guys do their thing at. Shout out to Whiskey Blasphemy too.
I don't even know who that is.
Where's these dudes? That if you go to Hortz and you join them on Facebook, join their group, you pretty much go there and you get blasted for free on all these different scotches they have.
I'm okay with that.
Wow, what is it? What is it again?
It's called Whiskey Blasphemy. It's on Facebook. You go on Facebook. My man from Zakar, who's the rep for Zakar for Phillion, hooked me up with them. And
So you just join it on.
you just join it, but you gotta fill out a form. But since he was in here and I was talking to him, he was just like, because they sent me back some information. I was like, "What's all this?" He was like, well, "Just tell him so and so," and then they just added me in. I'll get the information for you.
Thank you, sir.
But we definitely gonna have to. But you're gonna have to get a room.
I plan on.
Yeah, you gotta get a room if you're gonna
Turns
go up
out
there.
I'm a Marriott's Platinum member.
Yeah, man. How about that?
Okay.
Did y'all hear about this judge that was sending these kids? He just got sentenced. Did nobody hear about that?
He's sending kids to jail. He's gonna pop.
All y'all nosy ass looking at what he did it to y'all.
Come on, talk to us about
I was curious too. What it was.
I knew what it was when I seen the
I'll show
yellow
you guys.
truck.
I'll show you guys later.
Yeah. I was, but anyway, so
I got mine, so I know
basically
what it
he was sending these kids, these black kids, to jail, and to
Hold on,
do the reform.
say it again.
So basically, this judge, and I don't know why I can't remember his name. Somebody can pull it up. I guess I can pull it up. Somebody else want to talk about
In
it.
Pennsylvania or
keep
something?
Pennsylvania.
He's in Pennsylvania.
The
He was
dude,
getting paid by the.
the correctional
Yeah.
facilities
To lock people up.
to lock in, well, not people, black kids, specifically.
So non-felony charges or just
Any
in
charge.
general?
Any charge.
Any charge.
So basically, because they could not afford representation, they would do these pleas. And so he would plead them out and say, okay, he sent them to this youth facility for 6 weeks or whatever it was, a month or whatever the sentence was. I don't know what it was.
So that means public defenders were in on this too.
Had to be.
Had to be.
Yeah.
Had to be. It had to be a lot of people in on that. He just could not pull that off. But over the time that he did it, I think they say he made something like $3 or $4 million.
Jesus.
Yeah, he made some serious money off doing this.
Blood money, man.
Yeah, no question. But then he just got his sentence in. I think it was day 4
Where was the
yesterday.
judge where? Where was he at?
He was a judge in Pennsylvania.
Now, what kind of time a guy like that get? You know, because like that should carry like
I'll look it up.
the most weight.
Whatever.
You
No,
get
no,
all the
combined
time-
sentences
all
of
the
all the stuff.
combined-
yeah.
Of all the people
Put
who get
him
sentences.
under the
There you
jail.
go. Yep. There you go.
And not even do that, just burn him down. You just ruined that many lives. That's almost like murder.
It
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Especially on kids.
Because I
Nah,
guarantee
yeah.
you, people have died because of that.
What you can do is send them to the jail and put them in population with all them guys he sentenced.
That ain't bad.
This shit,
I like that
that-
idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you know he's not gonna last.
Yeah.
Come back, be able to drive a Volkswagen through
Oh,
it.
but-
Tear the fur
Gotta
off
hold
his
it to
ass.
the fur over there, yes sir.
He'll never walk straight
That's the
again.
Cardinal that went to jail. So apparently it was a Cardinal that just went to jail
Be
too.
bow-legged for life, huh?
Man, be able to shit out a watermelon hole.
I think he got 30 years.
That ain't
How old is
enough.
he?
He's old in his 60s. I mean, he's kind
He'll
of gray
still be
here.
alive when he gets out.
50 years old.
Gotta hold him. Monkey ass.
But y'all got, if I'm gonna look this up, y'all gotta talk about something.
So today, randomly, I don't know if anybody ever tried ear candling before.
Ear cannon.
So I've seen it.
I
though.
highly suggest it because I seen it on YouTube.
I watched
Dude,
about
I've
10
seen it.
videos on YouTube,
Dude.
and I was like, I want to try that shit.
I got them if you want them.
How much
Dude,
stuff
I
came
want to
out?
try it.
I got some. I'll bring them in.
How much stuff came out?
Dude, like an embarrassing amount.
What's ear kettling?
So
Candle.
there are these candles. They're
They're like
hollow
a-
candles
they're like a
that you
funnel,
put.
right?
Yeah, they're like a cone.
Yeah.
And you put them in your ear and light the end on fire.
I seen those.
And that will that vacuum of the fire sucking the oxygen out
Okay.
will pull whatever is in your ear out.
It's hard to concentrate when I'm finance around you.
You ain't
anyway. Don't
lying,
worry
man.
about it,
See,
It's just- you're not alone, man.
I got like a presence.
Yeah.
What'd you do, Martini?
I
Everybody
can feel it.
Yeah.
I didn't even have to see
Grey
it.
Goose.
Very good.
You know,
So-
my
Maybe
spidey
one.
So
sense.
you set it on fire.
Love martinis.
Yeah. And
Set
it
this
burns
in on
down.
fire.
I want
Yeah,
to do some
it burns
different than
down.
tequila
So does it
tonight.
get hot on your ear, or does it burn you? Or?
You don't even know anything's
Where's my shit? I
happening.
love me some
Okay.
tequila.
Like you don't.
I gotta
feel
bring
it
in a
at all.
bottle. I know you'll like it.
And it's clean. Like as it burns, it just
Big blue bottle.
it doesn't make a
Yellow
mess.
top.
Okay.
It doesn't drip wax.
Where do you buy? Where do you get them from?
I got them on Amazon.
I'm about to say you can get them from Whole Foods.
I was just about to say Whole Foods.
Or you can get them, yeah, Whole Foods.
No,
You
but
can
I
get
got
them from
Okay.
I'll bring you some. I got a bunch.
What, the ear thing you talking about?
Yeah. We'll do them next podcast.
No, we
How
not.
much? We won't.
You gotta lay down when it.
I did, yeah. I was just on my couch.
That was hot shit. You like hot.
Ain't nothing hot happened.
Because
I mean, it's on
the end
fire.
of it's hot.
It's
It's
just,
like way out here.
it's like a paper that's like
I've seen it. It looks
I
like
know
a
how
funnel,
long, how long
and
is
it looks like it's on a
It's
hot
like
plate or
that.
something.
I'm not doing it.
it's about
Because I've seen them. I've never done them, but I've seen them.
So if you like them on way out here, it's actually pulling the.
it pulls the wax out because like when it gets down
Oh,
to like here.
it pour the wax out your ear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like when it gets down to like that, you just blow it out and like unwrap it and see what come out. And man, it's like earwax.
I'm not doing it.
No, but dude, it feels awesome. Cause like once it's done, like I feel great. I feel like my equilibrium
You
is better.
can hit like a motherfucker, huh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Was it?
I might
Yeah.
try that.
I was it Tommy a drunk.
Yeah, man.
Tommy a drunk.
But yeah, that was my off-topic while you were searching.
But man, that's what's
I
up.
might try that.
It was cool, man. I was
What
very
did the judge want again? You said 30 years?
It said 30 years, but they was looking at an old another judge. He got a lot of time.
You got a system? It's more than one judge or just the one?
But right now, he's the only one that they found out was.
He's not writing anybody out.
Oh, he's not. He's not snitching at all.
So what's going on with the people that's been found guilty under him? Do them charges like?
Well, what happens? I guess they will have to
Go back and redo the
go
thing.
back and relook at that. Like some of the states that legalized marijuana, California, excuse me, being the leading state, is going back and vacating all the sentences of anyone that had got locked up for marijuana crimes. You know, as long as it wasn't a violent crime.
So them guys, they actually can sue then, right? They actually can sue then, right?
Well, these kids here, yes, they will
That's
sue.
what I'm saying.
I mean, any lawyer worth their weight is waiting in line.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah, as soon as he heard about that, he pulled the list of names
Yeah,
that he was residing over their case.
Isn't he a lawyer?
Yeah, but he ain't that good a one. Yeah, you might not. Yeah, you going to jail. You fuck around with him.
No, you're
I'm joking. I'm joking. John, my man. John's a good lawyer, man. John's no, but we was saying that.
Yeah.
Nope, not yet.
Well, we did the second. We doing the last check-in. We got. Okay.
I feel like I got a whole nother cigar left.
Bullshit. So
Yeah. Cause you're not smoking.
This is nice.
Look at that ash.
I'm really enjoying
Ash
this.
is serious.
Hey, listen.
That's a good ash.
This is nice.
Shout out to my man Cigar.
Snap.
His name's Cigar Joy.
Whoa.
Me and him at an ash competition up there on Instagram, and he beat me.
Beach.
He beat me. You know what I mean?
Even that one I seen you with the other day?
Yeah, man. Ain't that ridiculous?
That was wild.
And he beat that.
That's crazy.
He had ash like all the way to here. So I'm like, he started smoking it like this. You know what I mean?
Wait, this moment, he ain't want nobody to touch him.
Oh yeah, no.
Well, he probably got one of them little stands, like a music stand with like a
He
needle on
could
it.
have got some hairspray, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Singed it up. Spray with hairspray?
Yeah, but then you smoking hairspray.
Hey, I'm just saying, he could cheat it.
My man, why would somebody do
Messed
that?
up.
Yeah, I'm amazed when people do.
You right about that.
You'd
But
be amazed when people do.
I wonder why you know that. Why do you know that?
Knock it off? Like, yeah,
No,
I think it's
no.
compressed
Well,
air.
it gives it.
No, you're not putting it up on it.
You're like Brill cream.
So
Like
you doing
boost.
like so you doing like
Like
the
boost on my head, man.
like when women do hairspray, they're like
It gives it structure.
You're spraying it like right here.
Knuckles out my nose up.
Not ash.
I'd rather just enjoy my
However,
It's
the beat Cigar Joy, I'm gonna try that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
No, do it legal. Do it right.
Do it right.
Keep it on.
Keep it honorable, my man. Because he might have cheated me. Matter of fact, when I get back on Instagram, when Instagram get back up, whatever that is.
But you're a real fool, motherfucker. Only you smoking nothing else gonna make it even worse, though. We don't need that cute. We don't need that cute.
We don't need that.
No, I like you the way you are.
I did have a question about, what's my man name? Odell Beckham.
Oh, going to Cleveland?
What was the deal with him going to Cleveland? What is
I think that
Cleveland
was
trying
a
to do?
statement. I think that was a statement. They
From
came
who?
from the Giants.
From the Giants or from
No, he was causing a lot of turmoil in the locker room, man. I think they just.
Well, to me, it ain't no different than AB. To me, it's
I mean, you
Odell Beckham is
AB?
25.
that was AB like 30.
Odell, I mean, he'd be 31 this year.
It was AB.
Antonio Brown.
Because he went to Raiders, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he went to Raiders. No, the person that I believe screwed themselves over the worst is Le'Veon.
How?
Making less money a year.
Well, he gave away 14. He threw away 14.
Gave away a lot of money.
He threw away 14
Gave away a
last
lot of
year.
money. Running backs ain't got that much time.
And you can't get that money back. Especially out
Running
of
backs ain't got
running
that
back.
money.
So you don't think he did? You don't think Le'Veon Bell came on the show and that's it?
He got his
He
money.
had never. I mean, he got his money. He'll never see a championship.
So with them franchise tag him last year, him sitting
Now I'm with
Who do
Pony
you think plays
on
for
this one.
hold up, Punk. Them franchise tagged him last year, him sitting out. He didn't get that money, right? He missed that 14 million, right? Can't get that back. Can't make up for that.
He healthy.
Yeah, but when you
healthy.
but when you know
He healthy.
Yeah, he healthy.
I'm not knocking the healthy part about it, but you know, I think he robbed himself of the money that he deserved by doing it that way.
Well, I didn't see his
And
contract with the Jets.
as a
What did
football
he get?
player,
What is that? I think it was 40-something.
40 something, yeah.
40-something guaranteed?
Yeah.
Well, I saw.
I don't see how you lose with that. That's a no lose. You do not lose when somebody says, I'm going to give you 45, 42, 49 million dollars.
Guaranteed.
You are not losing. You have won.
Let me look that up.
Because
I think
that's
it was
not what
35.
Pittsburgh was giving them.
Actually, Pittsburgh offered them 40 million guaranteed.
They did not offer 40 million guaranteed.
Did that?
They
The last,
No,
the
I don't know if it was
They
guaranteed.
did
I
not
don't know
offer
if
40
no,
million
but
guaranteed.
I gotta look it up. I gotta look it up.
Pittsburgh were trying to give him
First
last
off,
year was almost similar to what he
You have
got.
to understand this. The way Pittsburgh as an organization structures their deals, they only give guaranteed money in the first year, sometimes in special cases the first 2 years. they're not giving him $40 million as a running back. The only person seeing money like that is maybe Ben Roethlisberger.
Ben ain't see that kind of money.
You crazy? Ben got 40 guaranteed. You can pull up Ben's contract. I'm positive Ben got 40.
What you think about Irvin quit?
Who? The kid from Dallas?
I mean, I respect.
That nigga wanted to smoke weed.
Nah, man.
I
Nah.
don't think it had nothing to do with weed.
Nah.
I think it's something else.
I think it has a lot to do with weed.
And
There's just a lot of people.
things, like, I mean, you've been through it.
Yeah.
So he was talking about, I'm asking what's wrong with me, and all they want to do is keep giving me pills. And the pills are not working.
I don't think it had
If I
nothing to
smoke
do
the
with
weed helps me.
So
But they just want to keep giving me pills, and
dialogue
nobody
problem.
telling me what's
They
wrong
dialogue
with
with
me.
him.
So I respect the fact that he like, I'm not taking the pills, and I don't know what the hell the pills are doing to my body.
But it's also,
That's cool.
I think the bigger problem that the NFL has is once you fail a test and you entered into the program, like I don't think the everyday joker knows how like. So if you're in the program, you're in the league, right? Say this, you in 1 year, you get cut next year. You're in the program, you ain't in the NFL, you ain't cashing no checks. You still got to tell them where the fuck you gonna be every day. You still required to take the drug test, even though you're not in the league. That's what I'm saying. Like it's an invasive process
How the fuck
on
is
your
that
life.
If I'm not in the league and I ain't checking into these motherfuckers, what the fuck I gotta tell you what I'm doing for? I don't understand that.
Because you in the program. So just because you're not in the league right now doesn't mean you're not going back. But I played with guys in arena football that had to literally retire from the NFL to get out of the pro. That's the only way you get out is if you retire. But if you don't retire, we were on road trips and it's jokers from the league showing up at our hotel to drug test people that's not in that's playing in an entirely different league. You know what I'm saying? But they failed the drug test in the league, and if you are trying to go back, which they were, but I don't know. I just think that their stance on marijuana is antiquated and outdated. I think the NBA has kind of taken a hands off, like we're not really going to look for it, we're not really going to test it, we're not going to advocate that you do it, but we're not trying to catch anybody smoking weed.
And Jerry Jones said he advised the NFL to do away with the marijuana.
I'm about to say, what's the big deal about
half of them on drugs.
What's the big deal about the weed?
Damn team,
That's
Stone Powder.
what I'm saying. That's my team, but yeah, you're right.
I
It's
just
been
don't
that way
get the big
forever.
deal about weed.
It's been that way forever, you know? Yep. Thank you. I appreciate it.
You said, what's the big deal about weed?
Yeah.
I don't know what
It's not an enhancer, that's for sure.
I don't know.
Performance enhancer.
It's not like it's giving you some unfair advantage. So why is the
You gotta
league?
work through that.
Yeah. Because it's just like alcohol. You can drink alcohol.
But you can't.
You can't while you're playing.
I mean, no, you can't while you're playing, but I don't think.
No.
What you mean?
If you get a DUI, like so if you want a DUI,
No, it's different between getting a DUI and drinking.
listen to what I'm telling you.
No, but this is my question. My question is just not about DUIs. My question is simply about if you drink alcohol as a football player,
I'm saying some people cannot drink alcohol.
contractually, or
If you get in an alcohol program, you can't drink alcohol.
but to be in the alcohol program is not based upon consumption; it's based upon a behavior. So you might have a DUI, that's why you're in the alcohol program. But to be in a weed program is just basically because you're smoking weed. It ain't because you got a DUI, a WUI, I don't know why you call it.
If you get pulled over and they find weed on you, they're
They
gonna
want
put
to keep doping you pills, giving you pills, but ain't nobody telling what the pills will do for them.
But if okay, maybe I understand. So you put, is that because weed is still illegal in some states? So in Denver, is the rule in
Same
Denver?
problem. Same thing in
It's
Denver.
one for drugs.
Same thing in Denver, even though it's legal in Denver.
Because it's not the state,
not a drug.
it's the league.
It ain't.
They're all
It's a
part of the
hell
same league.
to me.
Well,
Okay.
I get real fucked up, so it's still a drug to me.
Well, it was different for Denver. Every free agent would go sign with Denver. If Denver was a team where you could smoke weed on,
Them have a badass team. That's why their mother going there.
That's wild. Like I said, I respect this thing. You figure like you keep giving me these pills, you cannot tell me what these pills are gonna do to me or it's doing for me. I'm not taking that.
But you let weed cost you.
That's what I'm saying. So if he taking that stand, I'm like,
How did he
It's
25?
more than
How
just
is he?
the weed, yo.
Well, my question is, how old is this dude?
20. He young. He young.
Young dude.
In his 20s.
Because think about it.
So
Because
he's in his career, NFL career.
He quit.
Yeah, he threw because that's what you posted yourself on social media smoking weed live. So I mean, who
He quit.
Oh, that's the kid.
Yeah,
Okay.
He quit.
I ain't mad at him because I think he's smarter than most. Because even though he's quitting the NFL, he could be doing that just to get the notoriety, just because weed is blowing up.
About to be a $25 billion business.
He about to jump in, and I promise you.
I hope that it is.
Not already.
There's one thing I know.
Those are projections for the league guys.
It's real hard.
It's
It's real hard to get a $50,000 check every week without putting that helmet on. And you know, when your bank account stacked up, it's fine. But when he get to be 29, he's gonna miss them $50,000 checks.
Or 40, 35, 40.
because
Yeah.
you could play and then retire with a lot of money and smoke all the weed you want.
Yeah, but you got a long time to live, and I guess it would really depend on what he did with his money and how much he spends.
Yeah.
Because if he lives a lavish lifestyle, you're gonna burn through that money. I mean, we've seen this with several athletes who you would have thought never would have ran out of money.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Somebody did the same thing similar to that. Was that Ricky Williams did the same thing, something like that, right?
Well, Ricky Williams
did,
took
yeah.
his ass over to Jamaica talking about he quit because he don't smoke weed. He did that with Miami. And they sent his ass
And guess what happened?
that note to bring his ass
That's what
back my
happened.
money.
When they took his money back, they signed him on his bank. He stayed out for a year and was like, I missed them $50,000 checks.
That's a $50,000
What's
check.
this league
I need
minimum?
it. League minimum,
200?
no, it's like
I thought it was high.
365 for rookies.
We looked this up the other
Yeah,
that
it's,
little while
it's
ago.
around 500 if you vest it. And it goes up every year service.
Man, that's a hell of a paycheck to don't
Sit on the bench.
Sit on the bench.
Yeah.
Hey, look, every
mess that up.
joke
Sit on the
come
bench,
on
slap
the
hands,
field.
slap
I
hands.
have
Put all
a
that in
Gatorade
to
bar.
smoke weed though. You put all that in line to smoke weed though. Put all that in line to smoke weed though to get high.
Well, I don't know if it's necessarily just smoke weed. So we simplifying the issue because basically it sounded like he was saying, Fats was saying this dude has a health problem.
Yeah.
And the weed is helping his health issues. Because again, I know someone whose wife has something like Parkinson's or something like that. I'm not sure what exactly she has, but he showed me a video of her when she don't have the cookie. So he gets his wife cookies and it cuts them. But he edibles. There you go. And he showed a video of her not on it. I mean, she really almost can't function. And this lady has kids, and he got to go to work. And that's how he provides for his family. She stays home because she can't work. And then he showed a video of her on that cookie. Now she ain't skipping through the goddamn daisies and singing songs. However, she can function. She's functional. And I saw this on a show. I think it was Oliver something news last week tonight, and they was talking about families that had to move to like Denver because these kids who were suffering these excruciating headaches and all this pain they was in from these different debilitating diseases that they have. I think at some point you gotta look at this from a humanitarian perspective. That if somebody needs this and this can help the quality of their life, I mean, what would it be to deny that? You would have to be one selfish, evil to deny that.
But I
tell you
actually have a
what,
good friend.
Pfizer
His mother
don't
has
like it.
lupus. His mother, I'm not going to say your name, brother, I promise you. His mother has lupus. And that's what she uses, marijuana, medical marijuana.
Yeah, my
And
daughter.
it helps, it settles her stomach from the medication, and it does a whole lot for her.
My daughter has.
Help some people
My
with pain and
daughter,
stuff
my wife,
like that,
and
too,
my
though. Pain and everything, though.
has severe migraines. Runs in the family.
Okay.
Just these severe migraines. She doesn't do marijuana or medical marijuana. None of them do. But they've gone through so many processes to figure it out. Like her last, literally, it's a week ago. She got Botox injections in her face and in her shoulders to try to relieve that tension of those headaches, and that still didn't work. If marijuana helped her,
So are you guys? Are you saying you against it?
no, I'm for. Like I would say, if that
Well, let's
would
not use
help her,
marijuana because you can use edibles to do the same
Yeah,
thing.
well, that's still the
same thing.
Still marijuana.
Right. Yeah, I mean I get it, but what I'm saying is, when people think of marijuana, they think about smoking.
smoking. Yeah. So
Edibles, they think about. So you would be against your daughter?
No, I said I would be for it.
Okay.
Yeah, if that would help her out.
Okay.
So you pro cannabis.
Yeah, not for myself, but for anybody who actually needs it, and it's a medical thing. I don't care if you want to do it, but
I'm there.
Yeah.
I don't really give a
I don't
damn
care.
about
Any
drug.
drug.
Yeah, I don't
drug
care.
that people decide
Whatever
to
you want to do,
That's
I
your
guess
choice.
we had
that's
this
the
conversation.
libertarian in me. Like,
I had this conversation. Yeah, as long as it doesn't affect you.
it doesn't affect you.
But I think any drug, like this fentanyl epidemic we're having with heroin and all that affects all of us because we're paying when somebody doesn't have insurance. That affects us. That does affect us. So I think we have to do something about that stuff. We have to figure out a way to I don't know what we do. I don't know if we start a needle share or one of those things for heroin, but something has to be done about that because it does cost everybody.
See, I don't really
Life.
believe that though. I believe that the people that control the narrative, right, puts out information that causes the public to support the narrative that they want, right? For example,
Pfizer.
if you tell me, okay, so I've never seen the correlation between uninsured individuals and the price of healthcare. I've never seen that. I've never seen any data that supports, except for the data that the people who controlling the narrative puts out there. Right. So, for example, when they had to do to go just went to jail. What's the dude that just went to jail about the prescription drugs? He kept raising the price on prescription drugs.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
See, he just went to jail. This drug went from this dude and his wife was buying this drug for his wife that she needed to live. He originally was buying this drug for something like what was it, $30?
It was cheap.
Or something like that. And this dude jacked the price up, but they wanted the bottom line of the company like $700.
Yep.
But do you know, I just read an article on him. He's in jail right now.
Yeah.
He opened up another company using a cell phone in jail.
No, why not?
Hey.
Because again, it's the people that's controlling the narrative.
They're doing the same thing with insulin right now.
So-
I was reading where there are people dying because they're trying to ration their insulin out because it's too expensive. Now we're the only developed country in the world that has this problem.
Right.
So it's not that insulin is too expensive.
No.
It's what our companies. But
they are selling it for.
We're
You talking
enabling
about
the
big
drug
company.
companies.
That's all money for them.
Yeah, it's all
That's why
pharmaceutical.
that's why they came at Obama and started calling what he was trying to do to Obama. It was literally going to take money out of their pockets.
I mean, there's no money in the cure. We all know that.
Yeah.
We already know. It's like if you make a bubble gum that never loses flavor. You can't sell bubble gum. You're gonna sell one pack one time, and then everybody keeps their packs of bubble gum. But the thing all I'm simply saying is that when you have someone controlling the narrative, the information. When I mean by narrative, the flow of information that goes out, and you don't have the information you don't have the nuances. 'Cause I used to do data dumps, right? And I know that I can manipulate data. So if you my supervisor and you come to me and say, okay, I want this data that shows that we have a problem with this. I can take that data and make that problem of that. Then I can turn around and say, take that same data
What you said.
and take that the same body of data and turn around for the other side of that argument. It's all about the manipulation of data. So I understand why people will say these things, but at the same time, you have to investigate to see where this information is coming from.
As long as you got the idiot box.
Yeah, that's what's called TV programming. It's called TV programming for a reason.
I can tell you firsthand, though, I'm diabetic. He's correct on that.
Yeah.
And I need EpiPens because
Okay.
I have what they call an idiopathic allergy. They have no idea what it is. I've been tested for everything. I have to carry EpiPens.
Okay.
Those EpiPens used to be cheap.
Okay.
They are $600.
$600.
Yep.
EpiPen?
So
EpiPen.
So
$600.
so
That's
for the
crazy.
pen, you can go get the little bottle, have to measure it, do all that. But technology is advanced. You don't have to do that anymore.
It should be
I
cheaper.
have this, I can stick it in my leg and it's done.
$600.
$600 for that.
The advancement of technology
Damn, I didn't know that.
is supposed to make everything
cool.
cheaper.
That's a lady who did the same thing.
For
Jack the
one.
price off.
Yeah. On the
Lady
same
who,
car.
lady who opened the company.
And you got to get
Oh,
them.
let's go.
You can't have one forever. Like you got to get new ones because they go
But you know
back.
what? I get one because they last a year. 2 pins. You get 2 pins because your first pin might not work. So I got.
Wait a minute. So you pay $600 on the shit that might not work?
I have insurance.
Oh,
Yeah.
I got
So
you.
what's your all right, so
My
it's not
insurance takes
600.
600. Like, insurance takes
much you
care of a
paying
good
for that?
part of it for me.
And they in cahoots with them too, though.
Yeah, and I'm very lucky that my wife is in the medical billing field.
Okay.
So she has a lot of knowledge on stuff. She researches stuff, finds coupons.
There you go.
So there's a way to do it. That's what she's going to start trying to do is advocate for people. Start a company to advocate for people
That's good,
who just don't know.
Who don't know? Yeah.
Because there's so much information out there that isn't available.
Right.
That I'm lucky because this is my wife.
No
This is what
question.
she does for a
No
living.
question.
You know?
And she loves you enough to want you around.
And yeah, but she,
Yeah.
and that,
But
she
some
loves-
wives,
Get that insurance policy going. And then they say,
they gonna
"Oops,
talk the points.
I forgot the EpiPen."
So,
They put
I guess
water in
my-
the EpiPen.
Right.
Stab yourself.
So, my wife might get a kick out of this because my insurance policy, my parents bought it from when I was a little kid.
Okay.
It's still in their name.
How about that?
She always asks me, when are you going to switch that over? I'm like,
Why you want me to switch?
Why
it
you
over?
want me to
I'm
switch
like,
it over?
my parents will give it to you. Hey. I'm like, my parents will give it to me.
Right. Yeah. Nah.
They will.
I believe you, man. Yeah, me too.
You just can't have her believing that.
Yeah, oh, man. Put my name on it, I'll give it to him. Yeah, I'll give it to him. All right, we're on the last cigar check-in. Let's go. These things should be nice and fired up.
Punch Diablo again. Like it. Again, easy draw. Still like a little sweet taste. Probably a full body, but good cigar. My first time trying it. I recommend it.
And for the
Never
price
had
point
one.
that you don't like
Oh,
that.
the price point is really worth
Great
it.
cigar for
Really
the price
worth it.
point.
Really
No
worth it.
question.
Give it 4 torches.
All right, so yeah, I made it
You
pretty
made
well.
it.
I made it pretty well through it. I mean, I'm starting to taste a little different. It's starting to get a little peppery now. The notes are changing. The creamy is still there though. Still burning pretty damn even. Good smoke, a lot of smoke. I would recommend if you like Honduras cigars. It's a good Honduras cigar. It's a really good Honduras cigar.
Say the name again, Insidious.
Insidious. Insidious by Sal.
Man, Andalusian Bull is disgusting. If you have some, give them to me so you don't smoke them yourself. I don't want anybody to have to go through this.
That's not how you get cigars.
That's not how. Now.
The Andalusian Bull is awesome, man. The flavor is unbelievable. Smooth smoke all the way through. I don't know, I can't say nothing. This is one of my top 5 go-tos. I don't care what the price point would be for this. If I want this, I'm gonna buy it. They told me it was $32. I'm gonna pay $32. This is a great.
That don't
stick.
mean raise the price,
That does not mean raise the price.
Bobby.
But apparently, LFD must have just sent these out because I went to about 4 different cigar places and they all have them. So they probably won't have them next week.
I doubt it.
But this is awesome. This is a 5-torch stick, no question.
My aging room, bin number 1, G major box press, is picking up spice, a little bit of leather, heating up just the slightest bit. Still pretty smooth though, easy smoking, still good production. I had to relight once, but I give it 4. It's tasty. I dig it.
I gotta show y'all the box on this cigar. I mean, this is just this.
That's a nice That's a nice casket.
Yeah,
for that plant.
you're a fancy dude, man. You know.
I like to be fancy
Yeah,
sometimes. I do.
you
I'm
are.
not gonna lie.
You did a good job.
Look like you keep some weed in there. like my man Sweetback say, this a bad dude, man. This a bad dude.
So my T52, man, it's good. I mean, I'm getting a little leathery. I guess that's the creaminess. Is that the same kind of relationship with that? Yeah. So that's what's your torch?
He said 4
4
torches.
torches. That's it.
Yeah, he said 4
4
torches.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said 5 for his joint.
I didn't. I give it about a 4.
He gave it a 4, and then he gave 4. Yeah, so the profile on this says that notes of coffee, cocoa, nuts, and spices. I do get the spices. I am getting the spice, but it's nice. It's not overbearing. It's not too strong, and my man. But great smoke, man. You can't go wrong with this T52, man. Good cigar. I give it 4.5 torches.
I got the Corojo.
It's a Corojo.
Yeah.
He got the Cujo.
Oh, man. He should have got the whole part right.
That's what I said. The Corojo.
Cujo.
See, it's the Cujo. I'm actually really impressed with this. I wasn't expecting too much, but I really enjoyed it. The flavor is great. It's a like I said, middle of the road flavor. Got me feeling nice. It's burned well. It's a long lasting stick, so you can have a whole conversation with it.
Right.
Yeah. Got a great draw. I'm gonna give it a 4.1, man. And because the price point,
Oh yeah.
the price point on this,
Okay.
man.
Now compare that to the King of Persia.
So I'm a bold guy.
So they're the same, but they made by the same people. Just so you
Yeah.
know. Just so you know.
Well, I'm just saying that like the King of Persia
Yeah.
is more my personal
There you go.
palate.
Okay.
So I would rate it higher.
Okay.
But not terribly.
Gotcha.
This is real. Like I could do this as a daily stick.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
because it wouldn't beat me up too bad.
There you go.
And it's nice. It's real nice.
I have to sneeze or something.
God bless you. God bless you.
Excuse me.
One more again. I got some time.
Beat me too. That's what I was going to Get some tight.
All right.
That's my favorite.
What is it?
It's German for bless you.
And say it again.
Gesundheit.
The Zoom tight.
Gesundheit.
Yeah, something
The Zoom
like that.
tight.
I'm probably not pronouncing that correctly.
Hey, whatever. It's all good. I
Close
appreciate
enough. I
it.
speak German.
Okay. There you go.
And
What is it?
Gesundheit.
The Zoom tight. Like bonjour.
No,
Like
no,
how
no.
much with the man? I'm talking about the cheese. Remember bonjour cheese? I'm talking about cheese.
Like
Nah.
nine.
Yeah.
Nine.
Sassoon.
I know that shit mean no. So
Yeah.
Hey, listen.
That's how it sounds like nine too.
Nine.
I start off, man. This is a 5-short stick for me. For me,
That's a bad,
Because-
that's a bad
And
deal.
what is that?
a 5-short stick
No. What is the stick?
on the 18-year reserve. Instead of reserve for the Gurkha.
That's
Because it has kept the flavor throughout the whole. I mean, it's a solid flavor. You can taste it a little bit. Not real spicy, but a hint. It's not sweet. It's smooth, nice draw. And I definitely smoke this. It'd be my daily stick. As soon as Gurkha send me a box of them what?
Them
things. Nah, but this is a 5-short stick for me. It's definitely my top 3. Definitely.
Okay.
Your top 3?
My top 3.
That's saying
Not
something.
5. It's my top
Well,
3.
you know,
This
he
for
used to
me.
smoke Tatianas.
But again, my palate
I am
is
blunt, I'm
not,
sorry.
it's not the
With a
worst
switch
of you all.
sweets. With a switch sweet.
Well, you was the top paper king.
Absolutely.
So
At one time, absolutely.
I'm definitely enjoying it, and it has not changed at all. It's been solid throughout. It's a good stick. It's good. I really enjoy it. What's that?
We're going to count in
5 torches. And again,
Sound like love.
hell of a bid, Chris.
Thank you very much.
And I say this. Now I've tried, and he know throughout. I mean, I go in there and try something different all the time. That's a $10 4-pack, not 6.
We're gonna do that.
That's a $10 4-pack, and that 8% probably solid 8% alcohol value.
Hey,
Solid.
Absolutely.
Solid. I wish I had more, but
There's more at my house.
These guys over here, I don't even know where they came from.
Brew 10
I
gallons.
ain't even know. I don't even know where the hell they came
He
from.
said he brew 10 gallons.
How you gonna brew 10 gallons and
Bring
bring
me a
1
bucket of
gallon?
these
That's
things.
half a gallon. Half a gallon.
That's a half a gallon. He didn't even bring a gallon.
But I can't
It's
wait
all
to
good.
collaborate
You
with
want to make sure it get drunk.
But,
Bring me a barrel of this.
Shame on you, Chris.
It
Shame
can't
on
sit
you,
there
Chris.
forever, so it can sit in my keg forever. It's under pressure.
Yeah, the keg. Yeah,
Don't
it
stop
can't.
sleep. So
Hey,
you just can't do
nah,
it.
but shame on you, Chris. You think that one gonna get drunk?
I'm about to say that's heat lad.
Hey,
hey,
I
listen.
wasn't sure, so next time I know.
Hey, my
next
friend.
time,
I know.
we get a dolly from my man LJ. Shout out to the Homicide DJ Homicide. You can put the keg right on there.
Hey,
We put it
Hey,
up
keg
on the
rate.
keg.
I'll brew a keg.
Kegerator.
Just in here.
Hey, before we leave, I know a couple shows back, we talked about doing something for the kids.
Yeah.
It's getting warm outside, and you know, got a couple of ideas. We'll talk about it on camera, but I really want to do it.
We go.
I really want to do it
We gon' do
because the more and more, like I say, those who don't know, I'm a bus operator. The stuff I'm seeing, man, is just mind blowing. The hatred they have amongst each other. You know, and I'm gonna talk to Q, talk to the production crew about see if we can possibly some kind of way invite, especially the young girls. The young girls got this rah about them. I just want to know what will put them to that point where like I just hate her guts. I hate her guts. I know it got a lot to do with that social media stuff. And I'd like to talk to a couple of teenagers on the show. Let them just, just give them an outreach. Let them know, man, people care.
Well, I did reach out to Chris, who works with
Youth Works.
Youth Works. I reached out to him and two of the people that he reached out to, a young lady who has programs in DC for kids. So I did reach out to them, and that is in the works, and we'll be getting that information out there.
That's what's up.
I introduced Tommy last week to one of my best friends. He's an AP at Wilson, Lincoln High School. So we just waiting on it. Like I said, I reached out to people in some recreation centers.
And we get together. Or if we can go there, we have to go there, we can go
I got a guy
there.
who's a camp director. Does camp
Now,
stuff.
I actually want to talk to you guys about possibly taking some of the youngers and opening their eyes to doing the pit work.
Yeah.
About the beef and
I'd love to have
showing them
them
how
over
to
in
do
the
it.
restaurant.
Just open their eyes because they don't understand.
There's a whole new world out there.
They don't understand.
You know what? That'd be good.
people how
I
it works.
know that DC Parks and Rec has in the summertime they have a cooking camp. Right? And I think that'd be a great. That's a good idea. Because I know the dude that runs the cooking camp.
So
So
that way
they base out Kenilworth because Kenilworth got a commercial grade kitchen.
Okay.
Kenilworth Rec.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
We got to
So
bring a little smoker or something.
Take you down there
Or whatever.
I can bring a
Or
smoker.
bring a smoker there.
I got a smoker I can bring.
Yeah.
Because you might have another loony bin right there. It is just not,
I got a smoker too.
Except for the
I
one
got
down there on,
couple smokers.
I'll bring.
off of Minnesota Avenue right there. What's that? You know what I'm talking about?
but that was how you doing
No,
that.
right across.
Team
Remember
trails.
what the old
You know
Kenilworth
to be
Rec
about
was?
doing
What?
something like that.
The old Kenilworth Rec was quite
Let's focus the
And then-
conversation so everybody can get what we're
And
talking
then,
about.
and we ain't got to just do DC, we can do out of Annapolis. Kids out of Annapolis needed to. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't know it was that many projects out of that.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I didn't know it was a
I
project.
went out
in
there.
that.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
man.
It's a
Yes,
city.
sir.
Oh, man.
Dude, it's a city.
My man.
All cities.
Look, the
Hey,
middle,
I'm telling you,
the middle of Arlington, Route 1. That
man.
project is still there.
New project.
New project. Still there.
project, yes, sir.
So I just want to do it around, man.
Yeah, it's all good,
For
man.
all of them.
It's all
So that's
good.
what's up.
So we're going to close. Go ahead. We're going to.
Yeah, man, that's it. That's it. Just bring our mind back to that because I really want to do that, man.
I like it.
For real.
But it's definitely in the works. I don't
Real.
know what Chris is. I would have had him come on. But matter of fact, maybe we can do a jump with Chris.
With Chris, yeah.
And, you know what I mean? And,
He-
you know, talk about what he does. Because he does a lot of things. We do a lot of clothing drives. I know Bobby is giving away a lot of suits, and they do.
Getting up front and working, also doing some students getting graduate.
Okay.
We want to do like a
Okay.
Times they walk across the stage.
Okay, I got a lot of ideas.
I got a lot of time.
Teaching them how to tie and
Teach
all
them how
that
to
stuff.
We can do all of that, man.
He can teach me how to tie bow ties. He
I
can
can
teach me
tie
how
all
to
kinds of
bow
ties. Bow ties,
ties.
all
We taught my
kinds of
younger son how to tie the bow tie.
I'm getting a little better with tying, making a bow tie,
Oh, yeah,
a
it's
regular
easy.
tie.
Yeah. Well, I
What kind of man that does that?
I go to Mama Son. I go
Only
to Mama
time I
Son with
learned
that.
how bow tie was on a regular tie. I never learned how to use the actual.
Yeah, I got a guy
Bow tie
that can turn your regular ties into bow
I
tie.
had,
Yeah,
I had a
that's,
kid
somebody
at,
told me how.
at my
My
last
grandfather
school.
told me how to do that.
We were in uniform school. They had to wear ties. The youngin would tie his tie to a bow tie.
Yeah.
And the teacher got mad. She was like, "Why is he doing this? That's not wearing right." I said, "Listen, let me tell you something. Our uniform just says he has to have a tie on.
Right.
I don't care if this youngin can make his regular tie
Into a
bow tie
Man,
and wear
it should be.
more power to him."
And it's a more bow ties give you a more distinguished look.
Yeah.
You know, bow ties give you a more distinguished look. You know what I mean? But so anyway, man, shout out, thanks to Aphelion for allowing us to host this here. Again, this is Smoke Shop and Chop. Thanks to my man Sweetback and Chris for showing up. Shout out to Looney Bands. Go up there and get some good old brisket. And listen, man, I just want to tell y'all, whatever you're going through, forgive everybody. Forgive everybody in your life, man, because forgiveness is not for them, it is for you. Forgiveness will hold your, I got this from facts, don't let your past hold your future hostage. And unforgiveness holds your future hostage. Love y'all, see y'all next week.
I forgive you, Q.
Go ahead, come on, man.
I mean, my thing is learn how to replace your negative thoughts with your positive thoughts, because you'll get positive results, man. Just that simple.
And one quick thing, I tell myself, and stuff, what we always say is not just for us, it's for everybody. I say this thing, when you know you can't do no more, you tell yourself you can't do no more, you don't feel like doing no more, do more. If you're trying to reach a goal in life, the moment you tired, tell yourself do more. Because there's always somebody hustling while you are resting. You know, so just do more.
He's sitting right sharp.
That's real.
Go ahead, come on. No matter how hard you think it is, somebody else has it harder.
No
So
question,
just keep
absolutely.
going.
No question. I actually did a post on Instagram I think about a week ago, and I was a little skeptical about doing this post because I just wanted to make sure people got it. So what I did was I post a blank post, and it's like, now start creating your day. So when you wake up in the morning, you start, be conscious of your first 3 thoughts in the morning. When you first open your eyes, pay attention to your first 3 thoughts in the morning. Are you picking up the shit you was mad at yesterday? Are you picking up the problems that you went to sleep? In the morning when you get up, you have got to think positive. You've got, because that's how you start creating your day. Yesterday's gone, today's brand new. You know what I mean? So
My mornings start quite a bit different.
no question.
That's real.
My first thought every morning is, damn, I need like 30 more minutes.
That means you need to go to bed 30 minutes earlier. We can fix that. See, that's what I do. On my other junk, I fix things. Oh, shout out to my man Duma Song.
Yeah, do Diamond.
Do
Bad
Masana.
transmissions.
40 lessons. I did this podcast Sunday. A nice spot on there, man. He got a nice thing going on, man. He got a nice little setup over there. But congratulations, brother, man. Proud of you. And hey, man, we love y'all. We see y'all next week. Okay, Fast got
Quick,
smoke.
one last thing. Quick. What we do here, right quick, is live. What we do is live. It's not filtered. It's not. I don't know. I want it generic. I want it to stay generic as possible. And if y'all have any concerns or questions, feel free to ask. What is it? Give it to me. Organic, authentic. Okay, well, generic. Oh, well, I was wrong, and I appreciate that.
It don't matter.
It don't matter. But
We knew what you was talking about.
Well, they done. Thanks for helping me out.
They did too.
Maybe so.
My
crew is cool. I'm talking about.
And since Q talked about it, my man Duma Son, this is book. 40 Lessons of Fatherhood, Love and Life. Mean read. If you don't know about it, get it, man. Get it up. And all this is brought to y'all about Aphelion Cigar Lounge, man. If you ain't been here, man, like Smoke Shop and Chop. And like Q said, we got the light on for y'all, man. Come on by, man, and check us out, man. It's a wonderful thing, man. And
We welcome
brotherhood and love here, man.
Best
And when y'all
lounge in all
send
of
y'all
life.
cigars, Send them to a Philly on attention.
Smoke
Smoke
shop.
shop and shop.
In care of Pullman.
How about
Come on, Q,
that?
one time, Q.
Hey, Drew Estates, send me a box of these things. I love y'all, man. We out.